You're listening to episode 16 of the Couples Cast. I am Johnny.
I'm Melanie, and I thought he said Joni.
What's today's date?
Today, this podcast will be aired on August 21st, 2015.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 100% Destiny-free podcast. Oh, God. If anyone was watching Side Scrollers today on Screwattack.com, Screwattack Live.
Just like
on the
minutes ago.
Oh, my God. I'm going to throw an angry pad. Oh, my God. Stop talking about Destiny. Jesus Christ. It's like... So they have this segment where they open up and they say what's on the site. You know, it's like, okay, we got top 10 this. Things we love, things we hate, yada, yada, yada.
About the subscriber thing.
So then they have their big stuff, which is just, what they formerly called hard news, where they would just talk about, game news stuff that they're excited about.
Yeah.
And Sean Hines is in for Craig because him and Brian are out in New York for the 2K Games Press event for 2K16 WWE. Leading up into, and they've actually negotiated. They're going to SummerSlam on Sunday.
Lucky douche.
Yeah. So so no one's there to moderate, and then Sean Hines is in and goes, "Okay, my big stuff was actually about the Hitman movie being 5% on Rotten Tomatoes, and another really bad video game movie." Then it's like, I really want to talk about Destiny, and then the chat,
Destiny.
The chat's just like, "Oh my God, stop talking about Destiny." Like, I'm typing in, I'm gonna go to sleep now. And then, they proceed for half the podcast just to talk about the patch notes for goddamn Destiny. And then Sam's just they're sitting there just okay. It still sucks shit. I'm not gonna play it. I was like, I played it. I don't want to play it anymore.
I thought you played the demo of it.
No. I'm talking about Sam. Me, I've never played it. I will never play. This is going to be one of those games I am proud I will never have on my gamer tag. Fuck Destiny.
Thank you.
Fuck it up its stupid ass.
It looks great,
Fuck
but it plays bad.
It doesn't look good at all. It's in Borderlands and Halo had a baby. And the drops are twice as bad in it as opposed to Borderlands 2. I was playing that's one of my other run-throughs with it to get all the achievements, and I think I got a golden weapon at level 10 or something. I shot some guy in the face, and it's like, hey, there's a golden weapon. I'm like, Borderlands 2 better than Destiny forever. Yeah. And I've gone on record of saying it's like people that play Destiny that just bitch and moan about the full fucking thing and then keep going back to it. I'm like, They got you by the balls, man. They got you by the money. They got your money. They got you by the balls. They're just going to keep taking your money. And you're going to sit there and bitch and say this is the best. You're sarcastically say, best online experience ever. And then you'll go right back to playing it. If a game's bad, it's bad.
Stop talking about it.
I will bitch and moan about Final Fantasy 13 until the cows come home. Did I 100%ed it? Yes. Just to tell it to go fuck itself. And did I pay new for it? No, because fuck Square Enix. Fuck that game. Oh my God. This is going to be a good podcast when I'm good and pissed off already. So I'm tweeting this. I'm tweeting this out. So if anyone has come from that bore fest of Destiny talk on Side Scrollers, let it be known. Subscribe to us here. You will apart from today and talking about. Beating that dead horse that is Destiny. You will never hear Destiny on this podcast ever again. Because, except for one thing. Apparently, to get prepared for the new expansion called The Taken King, which they're going to repurpose with the game as well. So it's just if you haven't played Destiny, buy this. Gives you all the expansions, plus the season pass and all this stuff. And it's only going to cost you $100.
I am not paying a fucking $100 for that shit.
But here's the thing. They're like, oh, we still have tons and tons and tons and tons of copies of this game out, of Destiny. Let's going to make them $10 brand new at EB Games. So a bunch of people are buying them now.
I'd rather buy it for $1.
A bunch of people are buying them and trying to resell them. It's like, oh, it's sealed, factory sealed, $30. And then the people are posting, it's like, you can get this new at $10. Fuck you, Scalper. And the Scalper says, fuck you back. And the circle of crap continues.
You almost done?
Yeah, I'm done. Destiny talk is officially over. We will not talk about Destiny ever again on this podcast. 100% Destiny free, except for those 2 or 3 minutes I spent bitching about it.
I guess that's what we'll name the podcast, Destiny Free.
Destiny Free. The only time I'll ever mention Destiny again is if I eventually play Lightning Returns Final Fantasy, because they have that stupid catchphrase, Destiny is Destiny. No, Lightning, you're retarded. Go away. Anyway, let's roll on to, we haven't even done the opening yet. Melanie, what have you been playing this week?
Well, I actually started, well, here's the thing. I got tagged in a journal thing, Q&A, and I did that, and I decided to, and basically what I had to do was put down 13 facts about myself, and one of them was that I never completed Dragon Age. So one of my watchers, she said, "You never finished that game?" She'd had like played it 4 or 5 times and loved it all the time to pieces. And basically, she played all the races and whatnot. And she said, "You're not going to regret going back in." So lo and behold, we go back on last night, and yeah, my playthrough is kind of MIA. So I'm like, screw it, I'm going to start over again. I don't give a shit. I kind of forgotten like the game roughly anyway, considering I've been watching other playthroughs of some whatnot, and I kind of forgotten the premise. The only character I kind of really remembered was Morgan and Alistair, so I'm like, okay, there's other characters in this game, but I don't know who they are besides the other 2.
Captain Janeway's a witch in this.
Yeah, Captain Janeway. She's the...
Kate Mulgrew does a voice in this, and she does like a British, like,
well, she's actually does appearances in all the rest of the movies. I mean, not movies, but games. But anyway, to make a long story short, I actually pointed it out to him, and he kind of forgotten about it, sort of thing. But yeah, so... if my friend is one of my watchers is listening to this podcast, thank you for getting me back into it.
Yeah, you played for like 4 hours straight last night.
Almost 4 hours.
And that's the funny thing too with those type of games, like like Western RPGs especially. You can get like really, really, really lost if you like put it down and don't play it. That's why I kind of like. I don't know if other Pokemon games do this, but I really noticed it in Fire Red and Leaf Green on GBA. Is that when you boot up your save, they have like these gray little images, be like last time on Pokemon, you went to this place, and now you're here, and that's a general idea of what we're gonna do. So, yeah, so
like what they do with Dragon Ball Z. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Idea.
Goku powered up for 20 minutes, and people bitch about it on the internet. It's like, give us Dragon Ball Kai and replace Gohan's voice actress. Okay. Not with that. She's horrible. That's my opinion. Dragon Ball Z Kai voice cast, whoever they got to play Gohan, Kid Gohan. Yeah, we can have just like the woman who did Kid Gohan, Goku and Kid Gohan again. She was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll get those Japanese grandmas. But that's the thing of the Japanese dub. Like, no matter if the character grows up, the voice actor is still the same. So, like, Goku from like Dragon. I'm pretty sure Goku from Dragon Ball and up to Dragon Ball Z and GT and all that was the same woman.
Same person.
So let me go into what I've been playing. I went back into cleanup of achievements in Saints Row 4, and holy hell, there's a glitch, a major glitch, and because I chose to buy the game digitally and not physically, I can't get this achievement. And Volition doesn't seem to want to give people updates as to where we are on that achievement. So it's actually a story-based one that technically you can't miss, but because of the patch, won't unlock. It's called Ghost in the Machine. It's basically you do Sid's loyalty mission. Sid's the Zinyak AI that floats around a ball, and his romance option.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're supposed to get that after you do his loyalty mission. You put him in a body, and he can become your homie and do stuff. That team won't unlock, and it's because of like a patch to patch out to help patch other achievements. That won't unlock. So, oh my god, like, okay, so I don't get what's like, and I tweeted to them too. I tweeted to Volition and the Saints Row Twitter. I tweeted it to everyone that goddamn worked on the thing. Deep Silver. I said, "What is the update on this achievement? I want it. I've done it. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for Microsoft to say okay?" And then Phil Spencer, Microsoft, fix this achievement. And go, like, yeah, god damn it, like.
Oh God! This is turning into a rant.
This is a rant cast.
Rant cast.
Welcome to the rant cast where we hate everything and everybody.
No, this is just you
Jesus
doing
Christ.
all the ranting.
It sucks because like they did something that would fix one thing and then it won't fix the other thing, and they just I don't know. In my opinion, they're not choosing to fix everything. Like. I think there's a bit of a Silent Hill is another one of these games where the HD collection apparently there's like a bunch of game breaking bugs, and they fixed it on the PS3 version, but the Xbox they're just like fuck you, we're not fixing it because we don't like Microsoft all that much. That's a whole other story with the downfall of Konami and their business practices and fuck Konami.
Yeah.
So we'll see about if I can find a physical copy for cheap, or if anyone can loan me a copy, just so I can, play it for a couple hours, get that achievement. I'll give you the disc back, because apparently there is a workaround, is to delete your saves, reinstall the game, don't go online to patch it, and play through the game up until that point, and then when you do unlock it, go online so that the achievement can pop. And then, yeah, that's
tedious.
Very, 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 very tedious. I'm almost done too. I've only got finish off some of the holiday stuff and the How the Saints Stole Christmas DLC. We just do the Genki stuff and delivering coal.
I saw that DLC. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Although I will say though, I don't know what the full price of it was in the 360 PS3 days. But man, if you paid a lot of money for that DLC, you got fucked. Because here's the thing too, like homies in the third game made sense. Because you're in the real world, quote unquote, because you can still do crazy stuff and still, live through it.
Yep.
But when you're in the simulation and you're the superhero and you're running like the Flash and hovering and all that shit,
Super
and
Saiyan-ish,
and you keep humming the Matrix music because that's what you were in the Matrix. Getting homies is really bad. It's like I was like, oh, Super Sandy's your homie, or it's like, hey Ash, what you playing is to your homies. It's like. There's really no point. The only time I call
makes sense if it's part of the storyline.
Yeah, if it's part of a mission, yeah. But like you're so OP, who fucking cares? Like the only homies I called was that Velociraptor Rex because you had to have him in your homie party for 30 minutes in order to get an achievement. That's it. I mean, if it meant something else, like if I could get an achievement for hanging out with Ashley and Anthony Birch from Hey Ash and Papa Birch, like. I don't even know if there's there has to be conversations in there. Like if I can maybe I'll play around with this a little bit later. Like I'll spawn Papa Birch. If we can spout some lines from the show, I'll be happy. Like we're going around killing aliens and he's just like, this isn't Fuddruckers. I was promised Fuddruckers. Anyway. So that's basically and of course, Final Fantasy Record Keeper. I'm still playing that. They launched a new dungeon with Aeris from Final Fantasy VII, which I finally got a memory crystal from her, so I can, if I want to, level her up past 65. And this is one of the games where you can actually, choose to level her up, and nothing will happen to her. Hopefully, Square Enix and DNA games won't just outright kill Aeris. We'll wait and see.
Wonderful.
I'm still waiting for a crystal to show up for Cloud, because Cloud was like my main for the longest time.
And he's still
level 50.
I saw that coming.
Yeah. Well, they only give out crystals for certain characters. Recently though, they've been releasing the newer characters, and they've been given memory crystals for them. So, but the older ones, the ones that you had for a while, they just don't bother. And the funny thing is, they'll do events again to get the same character that you already have and the same crystal that you already have.
Just to make sure that everyone's got the character.
Yeah, true, but if you've been playing since day one, you've already got them. Plus, if you go through and try to get them again... Now, this is the cool thing, though, is that they become, I think, a greater growth egg, which gives you a shit ton of XP right off the bat. So, there's that. What else? We're actually going to be playing games for the channel today. We got to get some Let's Plays going.
You have some Let's Plays thought out and whatnot.
Yeah, we got one that we might record later, but yeah, that's it. So let's get into our topics we want to talk about. First off, though, yesterday was the death of the embedded video service known as Blip or Blip TV. If you guys don't know what Blip was, it was basically the alternative to YouTube. And as I'm typing in blip.tv right now, I just want to see what the website looks like. Okay, let me read this up.
Okay.
Dear Blip user, Blip was closed on Thursday, August 20th, 2015. As you may know, Blip was acquired by Maker Studios in September of 2013, and the acquisition has allowed for additional, more expansive direct-to-consumer tools and products for content creators across the network. If you're a creator and you have a YouTube channel, we encourage you to apply for the MakerGen network to take advantage of Maker's tools and services. Sign up can be found here. If you're a viewer, we encourage you to check out the great content from Maker Talent at our new flagship site, Maker.tv. We thank you for being a great partner of Blip. This is basically the cut and paste email I got 2 years ago when they closed me. So here's the long and short of it. Here's what happened. Blip was barely a blip on anyone's radar until a young man by the name of Doug Walker took his shows called The Nostalgia Critic, Ask That Guy, and 5-Second Movies to their site because Reaver, another embed video site, decided to stop giving him his ad revenue money. And it blew up. Like, he became like the go-to person for videos because he got everything taken off of his YouTube channel, obviously, for copyright issues. And the thing that made Blip so popular for guys like Doug Walker and everyone else on That Guy with the Glasses was that Blip gave huge payouts for views. Huge CPMs. Like, way better than YouTube or Google could ever touch. And they were so lenient about copyright claims and copyright strikes. They're basically non-existent. Like, you could get away with so much. Hey, I want to put like a small snippet of Metallica song in this video. You could do that and make money off of it instead of having the friggin' net police come after you and be like, "Oh, 2 seconds of a Metallica song, we're gonna claim that and take all of your hard work away from you."
Yeah.
So Maker, this multi-channel network, probably one of the top 3. Next to like Fullscreen, and I don't know what the other one is. They bought out Blip, and they decided that, hey, I don't want people with smaller view counts on this site anymore. Get rid of them. So then came a wave of people getting their accounts deleted because
like
they weren't good enough. I actually came in the second wave. They did it again. They're just like, you're not generating enough viewer count and ad revenue for us. We're going to kick you off. And now, eventually, they just said, Maker's shutting everyone down. We don't care if you're Doug Walker, Rooster Teeth, or I really don't know who else was big on the site. Because the only problem is that after Maker bought out Blip, they stopped updating the front page. Like, you go to the front page, and it was some weird dude in a suit with a frumpy face. Some girl looked like Snooki looking over clothes, and then someone else on a couch. And then down below is where, like, when no one looked, that's where they had, like, the top trending stuff. And it was always Doug Walker, Brad Jones, Lindsay Ellis, Todd in the Shadows, and anyone else that happened to be on That Guy with the Glasses. Because that was a bread and butter. That was the people that were making it. And a lot of people made their accounts, me included, because that was the go-to player. So, like, if they came up to us and said, like, I'm talking about Channel Awesome, if they came up and said, hey, we like your content, we see you're using Blip, so that's an easy fix, post on the main site. To my knowledge now, a great majority of people have found other revenues. They have all partnered with Screenwave, which is a really big MCN, and a really popular one, too, as far as if you're making content online, because they have a video embed code that you can use. That's like Blip, and doesn't care about copyright claims all that much, and will help make sure that even if you do get some type of strike or whatever on your YouTube channel, at least people will still see your content instead of your channel going completely away. That's a problem that Little Karibo had with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged on YouTube. Every month or so, the channel would just disappear, and then come back for a month, and then just disappeared. So he finally partnered with Screenwave and has a new home on Team 4-Star's site, and now you can just view his content and not have it worried about ever going away. Hopefully.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so with Blip for me, like, I only made $20 off of them. And
not for a DVD that you got on.
Yeah, and they went right back to supporting online producers. I bought the Cinema Snob movie.
It's actually worth watching.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I highly recommend it if anyone wants to watch it. But what was funny is that, like I said, a lot of people moved over to Screenwave. A lot of people have moved on to YouTube now and have had to change the way that they make videos. I'll give you a perfect example. Linkara, when it is atop the fourth wall, he would always in his credits play a song. I don't know if it was because of a joke he made, or I don't know if it was fit into the comic he was reviewing, but it always came down to this is copyrighted music. And now I've watched a couple of his more recent stuff because I think enough people on Patreon gave him money where he's like, fine, I'll finally watch Sentai. God, I don't want to watch Sentai.
He's actually enjoying it.
He's just like, I still prefer Power Rangers.
Yeah, but this is where it actually all started, so come on.
The 17th incarnation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so at the end, he didn't play like a theme song or like a Power Ranger theme song.
Yeah, he would play his instrumental version
of his theme song.
Yeah.
That someone wrote for him.
Which is very nice.
So, yeah, Blip, we loved you. We wish you hadn't gotten bought up and then turned into a giant douche and, turn your back on your smaller supporters and only, kiss ass to your big wigs. And yeah, and now you're dead. So, as it would be, life moves on for content creators. Yeah. They will try to survive as much as they can. Hopefully a whole lot of them don't fall by the wayside, because I like some of them. But, yeah, moving on. What do you got to talk about this week?
Well, I took a look at, on the Mary Sue a while ago, beginning of the week. I saw that Chris Hemsworth in the Ghostbusters. He looks like, as if Janine and Egon had a son.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did see
that. He looks adorable in the suit.
This is the all-female reboot with Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, so it just looks like the next generation of Ghostbusters to me. I mean, that's all it really feels like. It doesn't feel like a reboot, honest to God, but it
will be.
We'll have to wait and see.
It will be. It is reimagining because I think Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd are going to be in it, but they won't be playing Peter and Ray. They won't be.
I heard about that too.
No word on Ernie Hudson, but
apparently he's boycotting the whole thing. I mean, that's what I heard, and I'm like, he didn't quite like the idea of everything, and I'm like, I rather had Ghostbusters 3, people.
Well, Ghostbusters 3 could still technically happen. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't like Melissa McCarthy. Really, I mean, she might be actually better in this than what I've heard. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see if this is going to be actually good.
Yeah, I'm holding out because like right now, unless you're like Marvel or like Marvel Studios or DC, like. Trying to make anything based off video games or any old media is not working out. Like, Fantastic Four has bombed, like, huge.
Fox is doing a really bad job.
And apparently, like I said earlier, Hitman, Agent 47 is, like, number 5 on Rotten Tomatoes. And I can't blame him because, like, the first one was so shit. And, like, I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure the guy who played Hitman in the first one, he was somebody. I think he was the villain in Die Hard 4. The nerd villain. I can't remember. But we'll have to wait and see.
I've never seen any of the Hitman movies.
Well, technically now there's only 2. Apparently Zachary Quinto is the villain in the second movie.
I've heard about that!
Oh, Spock, what are you doing?
Spock, no! Okay, actually you should have said Spock Jr.
Spock Jr.? It is you, Junior. Alright. So I actually want to bring this up too. I think I brought it up last week, but Yeah, so a Kickstarter has been successfully funded. Insert coin.
All
Midway's
right.
90s Revolution. Documentary containing information about some of the best Midway games, Midway arcade games of the mid to late 90s. Now we're talking Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, also WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game. This is being produced by, the name escapes me right now because I don't have the Kickstarter up, but by the stunt actor who did Liu Kang in 2 and 3, I think.
Okay.
And he was the face model for 4, but 4 went all 3D, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
So basically it's just like a documentation, like they have like all this footage that they want to show people about, you know, how they made, you know, the digitized graphics. There's a funny GIF on the Kickstarter of one of the producers doing animation tests with Yokozuna from the WWF.
God.
Yeah, so like it's an animation of Yoko just running at the guy, looking to take like a back bump and then just falling flat forward. Because I think this was near the time that Yoko was at his heaviest.
Oh shit.
Well, actually no, I think he was at his heaviest when he had the beard. And then he turned face somehow. I don't know how he was a face back then, but yeah, it's weird. But then again, like my fragile mind still believed in kayfabe, and I thought that 600-pound Samoan was actually Japanese. And
no.
The racism of WWF back in the day is like, oh, he's Asian. He looks Asian enough. He'll pass for a Jap.
No, he won't.
He did. It worked.
Surprisingly, yes, he did.
But then I found out later that he was Samoan and part of this gigantic family of Samoans that are pro wrestlers. Like he's like I don't know, the brother or nephew of Rikishi, the nephew or uncle of The Rock and Roman Reigns and the Usos.
Apparently, The Rock's dad actually trained up here in the Maritimes.
Rocky Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard that.
In Sackville, I think.
Probably with Emil.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to see the documentary. Unfortunately, it's going to take a couple of years to get out, but keep our ear to the grapevine. Hopefully, it won't suck as bad as The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened.
Yeah, it's nothing but a snore fest.
Well, the first bit was funny because it was like, okay, let's just retell the stand-up from Kevin Smith's interviews with college kids. And let's have the actual John Peters in here and refute everything. He's like, I never did that. I never sat back and pretended I was I had my hands as a theater. And yes, I did want a giant fucking spider in the third act. And I never told Kevin Smith, no, don't have the suit. Don't have him flying. I didn't call Superman faggy. His words, not mine. But apparently John Peters refuted all that. He's like, I didn't ask for that. Anyway.
I believe Kevin Smith more than anyone else.
Yeah, he's a little quirky and stuff.
Quirky.
So I guess I have a bunch written down here. They kind of lump into each other, but D23 was last week.
Yeah.
And a lot of information came out as far as they've actually released the poster for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And in the tradition of all the past 6 movies, yes, I said 6 because they did it for Episode 1, 2, and 3, Drew Struzan has come back to paint the poster.
It looks
not
beautiful.
Photoshop, paint. Looks beautiful.
Nice to see something old school done.
Has all the new characters in there. I don't know their names because I'm trying to avoid them. Like I know the Kyle Ren. Is that the Sith guy? The Sith fifth. Fucking Christ! I can't talk. We want to laugh away from the mic so. The Sith Lord.
You still sound like 6.
The Sith Lord. The Sith Lord. Got it.
Still didn't work.
You shut your mouth. I said it right. You try saying it.
Sith Lord.
Sith.
Sith.
Sith. I said it right. I'm saying it right now.
Oh fuck!
The
I'm not gonna.
Kyle Ren, the Sith Lord.
Sith.
Sith! That's what I said! I'm saying it right now! The Sith Lord. He's on there.
I can't take it seriously now.
The Black Stormtrooper, the other girl, and old Han Solo kicking it on the poster. Looks awesome. I will buy the poster when it's in stores and frame it up next to my original trilogy posters. Alright, it's not that funny.
It sounded funny to me.
Sith. There. Okay, well, Melody composes herself.
Alright, I'm good, I hope.
They also announced that Episode 9 will not be directed by J.J. Abrams. It'll be directed by somebody else, which is fine because if you look back in the history, like, everyone wants to think that George Lucas directed all the Star Wars films by himself. No, he didn't.
Well, not exactly.
He directed the first one. The second one was by
someone else.
Ivan Kirshner.
Yeah, and they based Yoda on his face.
and the third one, well, partially on his face. They based no, they didn't base it on Ivan Kirshner. They based it off of Albert Einstein, and the actual puppeteer maker.
Huh.
Because he looked at himself and was like, oh, I've got an old face, I'll make that and I'll put Einstein on it, and then make him sound like this.
Oh, I love Frank Oz. Thank you.
Oz. Yep.
Thank God is he still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Cool.
Yes. But Yoda's dead at this point. He can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, also they confirmed the Disney exhibits. There's going to be Star Wars lands. A life-size Millennium Falcon will be built.
Awesome.
Hopefully a cantina where we can buy weird.
Dun, 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 dun.
If they don't have that playing on a 24-hour loop, I'll be mad.
Hello,
everyone.
We're Cantina music.
Hello, fans. We're the Cantina Band. If you have any requests, play that same song. Okay, same song. Here we go. Or even have the other one that was playing when they were talking to Han and Chewie.
Yeah.
Have that.
I knew we were gonna talk about this.
Yes,
no
I mean, if Universal can have like the Simpsons exhibit and have like Moe's Tavern with their poor excuse for flaming Moe's, which is just like alcohol with dry ice.
Yeah.
They can have a Quickie Mart. They can have a Krusty Burger. They can have whatever. Goddamn Star Wars exhibit can have a Cantina Band.
Exactly. Ugh.
Even if you want to go far and make like the Coruscant bar, go ahead and do that.
Well,
and have like a random person come up and be like, "You want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life." And I swear to God, the kid, that kid that was the death stick kid. I swear it's the same kid from The Matrix. It's just like, "Did you ever eat tasty wheat?" I'm like, "I want you to die slowly. I hate you. You're Harry Connick Jr. in Independence Day hate on me right now. When you die, I will cheer." That's how much I hated that kid.
Dark.
Well,
okay,
look, stop on my top. Let's go back to like Independence Day and like to movies that you saw annoying characters that you didn't give two shits whether they lived or died. But you gave more of a shit they died. Like Harry Connick Jr. When you went and saw Independence Day for the first time, did you care for that character? Did you feel bad when he died?
No, didn't know much about that character.
He was annoying as fuck, and you were happy he died. I got sad when Brent Spiner died. I think he's dead. I don't know.
Yes.
I do remember.
I
do remember going to the theater, and as soon as he showed up, I heard the crowd going, Data. This is like, yes, Brent Spiner played Data in Star Trek Next Generation. Can we move on, please? Oh my God. I think that I don't think I shouted that, but that was one of the times I wanted to shout in the theater. The only time I ever shouted in the theater was when I went to go see Law Abiding Citizen.
You said that story before on another podcast, I think.
Did I really?
I'm pretty sure.
I'll say it's good, but so yeah, there's a scene. Spoiler if you haven't seen it. It's a freaking 5-year-old movie at this point. Go see it. I go like he's like messing with people that put him in jail while he's in jail, and they're going after like the judge, and the people are like, "We gotta get you out of here. We gotta get you out of here." And then, oh, my cell phone goes off. Hello, boom! Like an explosion goes off. I thought like it was like he triggered a gun to go off in her head, and like I didn't expect that, and I jumped back in my seat and I yelled out, "What the fuck!" And no, I shit you not, there was a family in front of me A mother and daughter. And the daughter was like 8 years old. Cowered in her mother's arms when all this stuff's happening. And giggled when Gerard Butler told the judge that, like, you take it off the fucking ass. And it's like, he said fuck. Like, and then, like, all the scary shit starts going down. And I think she turned and looked at me when I yelled out, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, people are dying and getting mutilated and, you know, curse words or all whatever. You're going to look at me when I yell fuck?
Look at yourself, woman.
Oops, sorry. Alright, we need new coasters. I hate these coasters so much. We've got coasters in here because we got a glass desk.
Well,
and my mugs always stick to them. And they make those loud noises. So, never again.
Well, it's cold liquid in there, honey.
Yes, but the coaster's supposed to stop it from the rings, so... But it's just, you know, an annoyance.
Yeah, we'll find something cool later on.
Yeah. So what about D3? Also, I said D3, Kingdom Hearts 3, they actually announced there's going to be a big Hero 6 world in there. And it's supposed to take place after the movie, which is kind of odd because Kingdom Hearts games have been known for you play the movie, but with Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Like, right. You go to Belle's world, you play Beauty and the Beast. You play the whole thing. You go to Aladdin's world, you play Aladdin. You go through the whole thing. Exactly. You go to Lion King, you play Lion King.
But it's different for Disney and for Infinity.
No. We'll get into that. I'm just saying that like this is the first time. Game, so. This is the first time in Kingdom Hearts that they really like you don't play through the movie. You play after the movie, but in that world. Okay. Which is kind of funny.
Weird. Well.
Yeah. But and another crossover that they're doing is that for Infinity 3.0, which is going to be Infinity Star Wars Edition, there's going to be Keyblade as an actual usable item. I think it's going to be one of those power discs that you buy to put on the thing, but it'll put the Keyblade in the game.
If I remember correctly, it was only exclusive, and they gave people in the D23 event, those people that were there to see it, got the discs. It was only limited for those people. That's it.
I don't think it's limited. I think it's something that they're actually released. Why limit? Like I don't know. For small items like that, I don't know why you would limit that because it's just that's asking to get scalped. It's like those exclusive pets you get at BlizzCon for World of Warcraft. They go up on eBay and sell for thousands because people want an inanimate object walking by them just for a sense of entitlement. And like I got the flame waving claven thingy. Yeah. Okay. You're cool. Yeah, this game's gotten boring. I'm gonna cancel my subscription again. That's the thing too. I've heard a lot of people is just like, I need a ticket to BlizzCon to get that pet. It's like, why? So you can log in, redeem it, show it off to a few people, and then never play the game again like you haven't for the last year?
I haven't played it for like years now.
4 years. It's been about 4 years since we've played it. We were like we mentioned this before, but
I thought it was 3 years now, not 4.
It's been so long.
Probably
forgot.
4 now.
But we've been like that's like one of the things we did as a couple first started off, like you know
before my computer crapped out.
Yeah. But I can't get into mine because my account got hacked and I just deleted it. There was like some guy like trying to put more licenses on, do this and this, and I just said my account's been compromised. Fuck it, just delete it. It's like, are you sure you're gonna lose your level 40 character you've been playing for the last 8 years? It's like, exactly. If I've been playing for this many years and my paladin is only like level something, that means I'm not hardcore into this game like everyone else, and I'm okay. Hardcore. I'm okay never playing this game again or having to start over from scratch. But apparently now it's just like, pants for $20 will put you up to level 90. It's like that's not fun.
That's not.
It's like goes to catch up with your friends. It's like, well, if my friends really love me, they'll start a level 1 character with me and play along. Some people did, some people didn't. And that's the mark of a true friend. Whether they'll make a level 1 character and go back playing with you.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I kind of went off track with that one, but
let's go back to
go back to one of your topics. What do you got?
Well, actually, it's connected to the one you have for Captain America: Civil War. Basically, on the internet, well, they had posted on Twitter a picture of Winter Soldier and Falcon having a little bit of a race. So somebody on Tumblr had actually edited the photo made it like that way you can insert the two guys into anything. So imagine seeing Winter Soldier and Falcon being right in the dust behind Forrest Gump. Mm-hmm. Right behind Captain Jack Sparrow, right in the second last movie.
When he's running away from the savages. Like,
yeah, running from the savages in the water. And other sorts of epic scenes as well. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm just laughing my freaking ass off here.
I'd put Winter Soldier and Falcon next to Superman and Flash.
Actually, they edited Flash in the picture with both Quicksilvers.
So... the two kids from Kick-Ass. Those Quicksilvers.
Yeah, I know. Those two Quicksilvers.
I wonder if anyone, like, in Hollywood would just be like, as a law, stop putting people that have been in movies together. It's just be like, it's like, hey, we just cast this kid as Quicksilver. It's like, we want to cast this kid. It's like, oh, they were in Kick-Ass together? It's like, the internet will probably explode. Just cast somebody else. Because, like, there's this new movie I just heard about called American Ultra. And it's got Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart in it. And it's like... So is this like the sequel to Adventureland? Because they were that's the mentality of some movie. It's like this must be the sequel to Adventureland because they were in those movies together. It's like no, it's something completely different. It's like oh, I'm going to pretend it's the sequel to Adventureland.
Well, it's like putting let's see here, Julia Roberts and
Richard Gere
in a movie that's not exactly Pretty Woman 2.
Yeah, wasn't Runaway Bride? Was that
Runaway
movie?
Bride. I hated that movie.
I never got Julia Roberts.
Neither did I. I mean, sure, Pretty Woman was probably one of the few that I actually didn't mind. Aaron Brockovich, I couldn't watch it either.
I mean,
there's a lot of actresses I can't stand their freaking acting. And Jennifer Lopez is one of them.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Lopez. I love tacos and burritos.
At least you make her sound more like a joke. Thank God for that.
That's South Park.
Okay.
Sorry.
Johnny,
Wait. Whenever I start doing the taco, burrito, taco, do you not know that that's from South Park?
I keep forgetting, Johnny.
That's when Cartman put eyes and lips on his hand and pretended that was Jennifer Lopez.
Oh.
This is my presentation of Latinos in the arts. Here's Jennifer Lopez.
I am Jennifer Lopez.
No. Lopez.
Oh, see, very nice.
Can't see it right now, but I'm actually doing the hand puppet thing. Miss Lopez, would you like to give Kyle a kiss?
Oh, see. He's so handsome.
Oh, shit.
You have to watch some South Park. I need to go back and binge watch South Park.
Another thing I saw on the internet, Air New Zealand, they got they did a Men in Black special safety video, and it has the actual the pug they used, and that guy that gave the K and J the orders.
Rip Torn?
Yeah, Rip Torn, the actual...
That cannot be his real name. That cannot be. That has to be like the same name. That's stage names. Maybe he actually wanted to be a porn star, and he's just like, what's your name, kid? Rip Torn.
And he actually ran with it.
It's like, nah. It's like, nah. It's stupid name.
But anyway, it's very well done. It's campy and awesome.
Is Gavin Free in it?
No.
He's like in another air safety thing.
No.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen it, but I'm just imagining it's just like...
You'll watch it as soon as we're done.
No, I'm talking about the Gavin Free one. I'm just imagining it's just like... remember, secure the oxygen mask around the head and tighten it with the elastics. It's like, what if the elastics didn't know they were elastics?
Oh, shut the hell up, Gavin.
What if your legs didn't know they were legs?
Oh, good God.
You can't suck across the pressure... What? I always love watching those compilations.
He makes himself sound so dumb.
It's just tripping over words. I did it earlier. I can say Sith.
Yeah, I know.
A Sith? Got a little lisp in your mouth? Yeah. What else do I got in here?
Roads.
High times.
Exactly.
Dark Lord of the Sith. Falling on high times. High times is you trying to build a Death Star. And the Emperor just keeps saying, "Oh, baby, just make the laser first. We'll scare out the rebels with that." Okay, imagine Dusty Roach now as the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Oh, shit.
Walking around in a black robe. And then I put a 2x4 and it crashed it through. And I think that was Uncle Fred. Young Coda with his friend. He said, "I think that was Uncle Fred." It's like, you hear on the tape.
Uncle Fred?
No.
I'm kidding.
He was Tugboat in WWF and Tugboat and Typhoon, because he had a tag team with Earthquake called the Natural Disasters, and then they put that we're bringing this back to Star Wars because he had a Stormtrooper helmet with glitter on it, and he was called the Shockmaster. God. And you hear on the tape in the background Bulldog going, he's like, "He fell on his ass. He fell on his fucking ass." And then Ole Anderson in the back cracking up. He's just like, "Yeah, do the voice like." 4 horsemen.
Okay.
Well, I'm out of topics. I completely forgot about the Civil War trailer they showed closed doors. It has not leaked because Disney knows how to monitor that shit.
Yeah,
Unlike
I saw something, but
there was something that was released to Europe that was a very, very teaser, which they used snippets of clips from other stuff, and it was very, very teaserific.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let's see, I'm just looking at the topics here. YouTube app exploits opens 3DS to homebrew software. Really?
Yeah.
Actually, let me click on this because
you're actually there's no sound, but you can actually see what happens. Just.
Oh. Okay, Google Docs. Why do you give us hyperlinks and not allow us to actually clip on them?
You have to Control C, honey.
Oh wait, do you have the thing open or?
No, but you can.
Yeah, I copied and pasted. So let me read this one here because there was an exploit for like a crappy game that no one picked up that actually allowed you to.
Really?
Yeah, there was like an exploit within this game that you could use, and you could put homebrew on it.
Right.
You'll love me like your iPad now.
The fact that you can actually do Flappy Bird in Mario Maker.
Oh, crap, I clicked on something. Why is the computer running so slow? Is it because we're recording?
I don't know.
Well,
It's been like that since yesterday, I think.
Holy crap. Flash broke.
Great.
That's okay. So apparently
anyway,
there's a... Do you remember what the article said?
It was actually, there was a video, and basically every time you try to put in Honeybrew, ask about Honeybrew in YouTube on the app, it will just cycle.
Okay. And
in a way that that way you can never find out. It's practically trolling you. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we can talk about this, too. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this, because I just assumed you would have found out about it on your own.
I was avoiding...
Unfortunate news, Yvonne Craig, who was the actress who portrayed Batgirl in the 1960s animated... or not animated, sorry. 1960s Adam West Batman series, passed away. Yeah, this hits home for you definitely because you besides Lara Croft and Commander Shepard, one of your main cosplays is Batgirl.
Yeah, and she was probably one of my biggest heroes before Lara Croft. So yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad that Adam West posted something on his social media honoring the late actress. The thing is, that I did not watch a whole lot of Batman.
I did.
It was on syndication on a couple of other stations, but even so, like, I got spoiled. I saw Tim Burton's Batman first, and I'm like, okay, this is what Batman is supposed to be, dark, gritty, and I won't have it any other way. And then I watched, and then like when I was young, both my parents worked and couldn't pick us up or be home for us from school. So when we were younger, we would go down to my aunt's because she just lived right down the street from the school. So we would stay there, and they had cable, so we could, catch up on, like television shows or whatever. And I believe on the YTV they were airing Batman, and I just
I
either that or ASN or one of the other channels that we had. And I'm sorry, I just I cannot get into that campiness. Like, I just can't. Maybe if we now they're on Blu-ray, maybe I can binge watch them and try and get what they're all about. But back in the day when I'm a kid and you have a VHS, it's your VHS and it's Batman. It's Michael Keaton, Kim Basinger, Jack Nicholson, and it's by Tim Burton. That's the image of Batman you have in your eyes, and you try to see something else that looks like Batman but isn't your Batman. You're just kind of like. I've become a little bit more acceptive of other iterations of Batman. But for me, my iterations of Batman have always been the Tim Burton movies and the 90s animated series. Those are my definitive Batmans.
Yeah.
Like
well,
me, Kevin Conroy is Batman.
So,
Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill are Batman and Joker to me. Like I didn't for the longest time I didn't know that the guy that was voicing the Joker was Luke Skywalker, because like this is back before the internet and you couldn't look this shit up. Like nowadays, like if we watch like a DC animated movie and I'm just like, that guy sounds familiar, we go on IMDb and find out all the shit he's done. It's like, oh, I recognize that guy. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll even do that too when I'm watching like Rooster Teeth's X-Ray and Vav, because like the girl sounds so familiar. Like the new girl that I got on there sounds so familiar. I'm like, who are you? Like you said, like and just that familiar voice. But yeah, it's still sad to see someone that's part of like
pop culture
pass away.
Yeah.
But yeah, realistically, it was like in the 60s. They were in their 30s in the 60s, and we're now in like the 2015s.
I know.
And it's crazy. Like people from our childhood are passing away left, right, and center, and it's really, really sad. I mean, the last few months I've had Roddy Piper pass away and Dusty Rhodes pass away, and also people that you look up to with high regard find out are racist or have kiddie porn on their computer. Do you hear that they've actually confirmed that all that kiddie porn found in the offices of Jared Fogle, the Subway guy, was actually Jared's? So Subway has disavowed any association now with Jared. He's basically been Benoit from Subway.
Not surprising.
Not that affects us in Canada. We barely had Jared Subway ads in Canada. We had that stupid monkey. That
animated
stupid
monkey.
CG monkey. We had that. Not like, hey, I lost X amount of pounds because I started walking and eating Subway sandwiches instead of junk food. Here's the thing too. Where's South Park now? Like South Park's not running new episodes right now. This would be the perfect time for them to come back, because like they had that whole episode where they wanted to find out the secret, the real secret to Jared's weight loss, and he said he had AIDS, but he meant AIDS, like assistance, which he shortens to AIDS. It's like, this is my nutritionist and this is my physical therapist. And like, oh, we thought you meant, and then no one told him that everyone thought he said AIDS like in STDs. And that's when the kid's like, hey, it's 22.3 years. AIDS is finally funny. It's like, why did the chicken cross the road? So he didn't get AIDS.
That's not funny.
Anyway, moving on. Deadpan humor, love it. I think we're at time. I think we've been going a little lot. I don't want to go on like big tirades like the other day here.
We'll just add what we were gonna say. Like, we'll mention what was gonna be said last week, this week, whatnot.
Yeah. I will share one final thing here. I'll share something that came on my Facebook that I reshared. It's a photo of, it's a drawing of Noah leading the animals into the ark for the 40 days of rain, whatever. The caption is what made me laugh so much.
Oh.
Okay, so it says, think you're having a rough day? Just smile and remember, some people believe that 2 penguins walked from the Antarctic to the Middle East to hop in some guy's boat. And it just dawned on me too. I'm like, that's right, because like God said to Noah, get 2 of every animal, put them in this wooden thing, because I'm gonna flood the earth and repopulate when it's done. I'm like, 2 of every animal? I'm like, does that mean? Does that mean the motherfucker went to Antarctica? It's like, penguins, we need these. Did he go to Antarctica and get them? Like, how much leeway did God give Noah? It's just like, okay, I'm gonna flood the earth, build a giant boat, and put 2 of everything on it. And you've got 30 days to do it. It's like, Do you know how big? I was like, I can't trek all the way up there and get motherfucking penguins.
Must have took 30 years.
Maybe those 2 penguins flew from Antarctica to the Middle East to get on the boat, and then said, "Fuck flying! Flying's for suckers. We're gonna just waddle all the way through. So any kids we have, we're gonna tell them if say, hey, mom, dad, can you fly? We say, fuck that. We can waddle. Now go have sex with your brother so you can make some more."
Okay.
And it doesn't. The story doesn't make much sense too, because yeah, okay, I'm gonna flood the earth and you're gonna have 2 of every animal on it, but that's also implying that incest is okay, because in order to repopulate, you gotta fuck your brother and sister, and then they have to fuck their cousins, and the gene pool just gets irreparably damaged.
Oh God, Johnny.
When you really think about it, Christian stories are messed up. Like, really messed up.
A lot of the Christian stories were borrowed, Johnny. Borrowed from other civilizations. It wasn't really... I'm not going to get into this, okay? No. I'm not going to talk about this.
No, we're not going to talk about this.
No.
I just thought that caption was funny.
I know you thought the caption was funny, but I'm not going to talk about religion on cast. No. I'm dropping the line right here. No, nothing religion-wise.
All right. Okay, I'm done that. Okay.
Thank God.
No worries. Yeah, I think we're done for...
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're done for today's episode. I think we're done.
Besides sweating like crazy here.
We're done in rings. Yeah, I think it's like 36 today or something.
Holy
I don't know.
crap.
Celsius.
Yeah, well.
I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. You got Google, figure out yourself.
Yeah, figured out the math, dudes.
Yeah, we got the fans off right now so it doesn't blow into the microphone. But holy crap, it's like, my God, like... Okay, so
2 cups of coffee.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. People always just like one of the number one things people put on their status updates on Facebook is bitching about the weather.
Hello?
It's like, yes, I will say it's hot, but I'll never say, God damn, it's so hot. Oh God, stop the hotness. We can't take it anymore. Oh, please let winter come. I hate winter with a passion.
You're not the only one.
You know what?
Too.
In summertime, yeah, it's 35 degrees, whatever. You're sweating your balls off. You're hot. You're miserable. But guess what? You don't have to take a shovel and lift up, flakes of stuff that become heavy because of water and shit, just to take your car out and drive on the same stuff that will probably kill you just to go to a job that you hate. You don't have to do that in the summertime. You just hop in your car and be sweaty. So... I love it. Bring it on.
At least we don't have to cut the grass either, so...
Exactly. We got people to do that for us.
Yeah.
They're called maintenance workers.
It's called living in an apartment.
Yeah. It's called living in an apartment. Although when I do get at home, I'm getting a riding mower, because pushing a lawnmower is for suckers.
I just asked my father. He loves doing it.
Oh, you're going to put him to work.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to put him to work.
Dad to work unless he offers to do it.
No, we're going to get a riding mower so I can drive it around and feel like whatever.
Grown up.
I feel like a grown up and still feel like a kid because I'm driving a miniature car. And then we'll put our kids on it, and then they'll probably crash into a tree and go, oh no, I crashed the thing. And I'm like, it's okay, don't cry. And I'll go out there with a rubber mallet and put all the dents back in. And then 2 years later, they'll hop back on the thing and crash it into the tree again and not feel as bad, but still feel bad. And I'll still... I basically told the story. I just basically told a story that actually happened, not to me, but to somebody else. I won't say who, but it's someone that I know.
It was
No. The story's hilarious, but we're not going to say who it is, just in case he doesn't want me saying his name. That's fine. So, looking back on the YouTube, we don't have any questions again this week.
Still don't.
Yeah, so, again, if you guys want to send us questions, leave them down in the comments below. We'll pick them and talk about them on next week's show.
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
And if there's anything that you want to talk about that we just talked about, you can just mention it in the comments and your little bit of your argument and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. If there's topics you guys want us to talk about, maybe we can have like a community topic. Just be like, pick this and talk about it. And we're like, okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, and I'll try my best to start casting again, except I'm now we'll be working 2 jobs so far.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for you to start casting.
Yeah.
My cast schedule, I don't know what it's going to be like. It's going to start this week. I'm on twitch.tv/JohnnyLChase and hitbox.tv/JohnnyChase. I don't know how I don't know how it's going to be because I'm actually hopefully going to be trading my shift for an earlier one, but if not, so my current work schedule right now is from I'll put everything Eastern time just to make things easier for everyone. So my current work time is going to be 3:30 p.m. to midnight, with Friday, Saturday off. And Friday, Saturdays is either going to be a long stream or no stream. Those, depending on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But for my work days, I actually want to get a couple hours of streaming in. So I probably will start streaming at noon Eastern. 11 Eastern. So I'll be going noon my time to 4 whatever. And this is, of course, all depending to whether or not Melanie works and if I have a car or not. Because she's working 2 jobs that are like on opposite ends of the city right now. And, but I'm actually trying to negotiate getting a 9 to 6 position right now. Well, not position, but hours. So we'll see how that goes. But stay tuned to my Twitter. I'll keep you guys updated on all that. Speaking of streams, though, man, I read on Screwattack.com in the community section, there was a guy who posted up his stretch goals for his stream, for his Extra Life. And man, me streaming my, or me doing $1,000, dye my hair any color the chat wants, is not going to cut it. So that's not just going to cut it. So I'm going to create new stretch goals. So we're going to have some $500 increments. So $500 I'll do this, $1,000 I'll do this, $1,500 this, $2,000. See how well we can do. And you should get on this too because this is going to be our cast. You got to be willing to do something.
New costume? Maybe? I don't know.
That's not really anything. We'll think of something. Hey, suggestions.
As long as it
suggestions of stretch goals for Melanie to perform.
As long as it's not my hair.
Yeah, nothing involving her hair. Her hair is kind of pretty important to her as far as her cosplays goes. So, within reason, put down your suggestions to what Melanie should do for stretch goals for the Extra Life stream we'll be doing on November 7th. Down in the comments below. So other than that, thank you guys for listening to episode 16 of the Couples Cast. We'll be back next week. Again, leave your comments, questions down below for next week's cast. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm Johnny.
I'm Melanie.
For the Couples Cast, we'll see you next week.
Later.